Let's talk about it here at Next Table Talk. We've been talking about fear and faith, and we've been sharing with one another about overcoming your fear, those things that hold you back from trusting God and depending on God and having faith in God that God will answer, God will provide, God will be there for you, give you the strength that you need, and help you to overcome whatever it is that you're going through. And we had talked about how Abraham was called, it seemed like out of the blue, to sacrifice his son. And I can only imagine that it would impacted his life. And many times we have had our lives impacted by sudden interruptions in life. We plan to do one thing and our plans fall through, and it has an impact on our life. It has an impact on our mind and on our spirit. Um, and in those times we have to have what we call a follow through faith. We have to have that faith that God will make a way, God will answer, God will provide. Like Abraham. Abraham was called to sacrifice his son. Now God had blessed him with a son, and now here it is, God is saying, okay, give up the blessing that I blessed you with. And so in order to demonstrate that he has followed through faith, and it had to be an impact, and I say that an impact, and I said this on Saturday night. We were sharing that the impact is it's a point in time in faith that occur between believing and having faith to follow through. In essence, it's where your faith actually connect with God, causing you to have faith believing that God will provide, God will answer. And we have to have that kind of faith to move forward. We have to work through our fears, work through those things that try to disturb our minds, it try to interrupt our belief system. And so there are times when we do experience things that things that maybe God has asked us to do, or things that we go through that just doesn't seem right. Just God may ask us to do some things that we may feel that in our spirit, our conscience, that seems not to be the ideal thing to do. But we have to press our way through those moments. We have to press our way through that. Press our way through that fear. That because fear is only what someone said. Fear is only false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. It's fake. And you have to press your way through that when all odds are against you, when the obstacles are against you. Press your way through, and you walk by faith and not by sight. And I shared this at the end, even within that story with Abraham. Abraham, as it took 3 days to get to the place where he was to sacrifice his son, but in those 3 days of going there, he still trusted God. He had faith to follow through. He put his faith into action. And we have to put our faith into action. So I challenge you, put your faith into action. God will answer. God will provide. Until the next table talk, we'll see you then.